What's going on, guys? So you're watching Johnson Vlog, and today we're going to be going over this electric chainsaw. And today we got my dad over here. He's going to have me talk about it because he's done most of the research with this chainsaw and can explain it a lot better than we could. But so the first thing we want to get into is why we chose electric over gas. So like a week ago, or probably 2 weeks ago, we had an ice storm. And as we were trying to go to work, there was trees down everywhere. And of course, we tried to pull out the chainsaw that was already in our truck, and it did not run because we have not used it in a while.
After being out there trying to get the chainsaw to crank, it was basically useless. So we finally get all the trees and branches and stuff out of the road. We finally make it out, and power's out everywhere. So I can't even buy any gas for my chainsaw. Nowhere. Everything's closed down. Can't buy any gas. So now it's useless. So I thought, well, let's give it a battery a try. So we went to Lowe's. That was basically the only place that had power, I guess, because they had backup generators. But anyways, so we read everything it was to read on every chainsaw they had in there. And this one had quicker charge time and seemed lightweight, probably more cuts. I like the bigger battery on it. I know they come with a 2.5, a 5.0, and a 7.5. This one came with a 5. So it has a headlight on the front of it, which you should be able to see better. And I was able to take the charger and plug it up into my truck. And that doesn't have a cigarette lighter charger. It has a regular plug-in charger, so I have an inverter in my truck. It took about 45 minutes to go from almost dead zero to fully charged. So it was charged by the time I made it back home. I didn't get to use it because by the time I got back, the power line people had already cleaned up the roads and had most of the power back on. So we decided to do an unboxing video and try cutting it today and see how it works. So this is, as far as I know, the only thing you gotta have. You need to put some bar chain oil on there to lubricate the chain when you make your cuts. So let's open it up.
Alright, so like first thoughts, as soon as we open it, we have the battery right here, which is the 5.0, 56 volt. And that's the charger it comes with, the fast charger. And this stuff alone is like $250 to buy separately. So you're already getting your bang for your buck. So the chainsaw is $360. So I mean, that just almost adds up to the damn charger and the battery. So the $100 chainsaw pretty much. I mean, that ain't bad in my opinion. Not to mention you can add this battery to all of these different, what is that, a lawnmower, a snow blower, and a leaf blower, and a weed eater. So I mean, you're investing, when you buy this, you're investing the battery into other things as well. You choose to stay with this brand. So this is the chainsaw. Honestly, this thing's pretty lightweight compared to the a regular chainsaw, which I like about it. It does come with a chain sheath or chain cover. It's like pretty dope.
All right, so the other thing that I saw, and it would seem like it was pretty handy, you'll have to read up on the instructions a little bit better, but technically, as you're using it, you know, when the chains warm up, the bar and all, this right here starts to drop down a little bit. And when you start getting that sag, sometimes it likes to move side to side and get caught up on material, yank the chain off, that kind of stuff. It is self-adjusting. You just tighten this down. As it starts to loosen up, it will tighten it up. You cannot over tighten it. You keep turning and turning. It's very difficult to turn, but it will self-adjust as you're using it so you don't get the chain drop. That's what was in the directions. We're gonna find out if that actually works or not. But the other thing is it has a headlight in front, so when you're cutting up chain logs and stuff, or if it, like in my case, it was dark when we got started, that is a nice feature. And we'll see how good that works too. So the battery apparently snaps on this side here. All the way in, and it's fully charged. These are the new style batteries that show you, once you start using it, how much power is on there. It ain't like the old style that just blink, 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 and you have no idea if they're charged or not. These, as they use up, you can start seeing the dial go down. Yeah, you can see through the tank here to let you know how much you got in there. We're not gonna put no whole lot in there because we're only gonna make a couple of cuts with it for right now. But we've got about 8 6x6 posts to cut notch, and this should make that part a lot easier than using a skill saw. And these are self-lubricating, so you don't have to prime or pump anything. You just put the oil in. So that was locked in place. And if those of y'all have never used a chainsaw before or not familiar with this, this is a kick guard. So if you're cutting through something and your chainsaw rears back at you, your arm is supposed to automatically lock that in. That keeps the blade from turning. That's the same for a gas saw, and apparently they got it on the electric. So before this will even work, see that it's red? You need to pull that back, and then you press the button in, and it rears up. I want to see the light. The light's pretty bright. Let's give this thing a shot.
That's a saw.
Well, it seemed like it cut pretty fair and pretty straight. I did not push on it. I literally let the weight of the saw just let it pull through because I didn't know how much it could take. You know, so it has these arc guards where you can like pin it against your material to pull down on regular chainsaws. It has that. I don't know that you need it. Still didn't really push hard.
That's pretty cool.
So extremely sharp. Whenever you're done cutting, lock it back out so nobody can accidentally touch it. If you liked the video and you want to know a little bit more about it, like how long it lasted, how good it cut, did pretty good there, but we've got several more to do with it. And we've purchased a bunch of other battery tools and chop saws and stuff. So if you subscribe, hit the little bell, and check out the rest of the videos. Y'all have a good day.